Well, shares of Netflix down about 1% right now. Let's bring in one of Netflix's advertising partners, DoubleVerify. The company tracks digital ads, making sure they placed properly, as well as adding other ad engagement and performance metrics. So joining us now is DoubleVerify CEO Mark Zagorski. Mark, it's great to have you back on the show. And let's start right there. What are you seeing as a partner to Netflix in terms of this ad tier?
Yeah, I mean, we saw a strong first half of the year with Netflix impressions increasing almost 400% for us in looking at what we're measuring across the platform. And, as they noted in their call, advertising is becoming an increasingly important part of their growth and a strong growth quarter that they had. What we hear when we talk to our advertiser partners is that Netflix hits the holy trinity, right? They've got quality, they've got performance, and they've got scale. And those are three things that all advertisers are looking for when they spend. And Netflix is really nailing it on those three fronts.
So if advertisers are looking for that and Netflix is nailing it, where are those ad dollars being pulled from to then divert to Netflix?
Yeah, I think, a lot of them are coming from traditional linear TV, which we've seen happen for years. But I think they're also starting to pull from other video platforms, right? I think their capabilities in targeting are pretty exceptional. And them building their own ad stack. I mean, they announced the launch of their ad suite this quarter. They have got so much data, and they've been collecting that data for years. And that really helps with that second aspect of that holy advertising trinity, which is performance. So they're really in a good spot, I think, to take advantage of the growth of the cord cutting that's happened for their subscriber growth, but also how that's going to drive advertising growth in the quarters and years ahead.
So, of course, I'm going to ask you the AI question. And that is, how does AI layer on top of all of this to become even more targeted? And given the fact that I just introed you as saying that you're making sure ads are being seen by people and not bots, I guess just walk me through that landscape and how AI is changing it.
Yeah, I mean, from a Netflix perspective, I think AI and advertising come together in two ways. The first is we're seeing AI lower the cost of high quality ad production. That means more and more advertisers can participate in an area like CTV, which usually used to take high production quality. It also is helping better target and better drive performance of ads. And we're seeing AI play a big role there. On the negative side, we have seen AI drive up issues of things like ad fraud and ad duplication, where there's issues with who's actually engaging with that ad, whether it's a real user or a bot. And I think those are all challenges which I think we'll use AI as a DoubleVerify to help combat, but shouldn't slow the growth of any AI-based advertising across CTV.
So quick question for you, and that is the mix of advertisers changing, whether it's looking at Netflix or just at this increasingly digital and streaming-focused landscape?
Yeah, I think, again, because the quality of ads and creating quality of ads is made so much easier through new generative AI tools, I think you're going to see the number of advertisers grow who can participate in things like TV and CTV. And that will create a more diverse plate. So it won't only be the big advertisers that can participate in connected television. It's going to be small and regional advertisers. And I think you're starting to see that already.